is now a partisan route. I think all Americans agree exactly what Republicans wanted to have happen. We want to go back to work, back to school, back to health. Unfortunately, this bill is too costly and too liberal. Only 9% goes to COVID.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Now this is your news report and stimulus check update. Now in this video, I'll be discussing all of the breaking news about our third stimulus check and the third stimulus package. But before we get into the video, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and click the bell.
We watched the swamp come back to Washington. $100 million for a tunnel in Silicon Valley just outside of Speaker Pelosi's district. Or a bridge for Schumer. Or money for schools that 2/3 of it cannot be spent until 2023. This is the wrong path, and this is not what President Biden said he would do at the inaugural. Republicans want to work together as we have before, but unfortunately the times have changed here. We believe in accountability. We believe in spending money when it comes to COVID. I've watched what they do here. This seems like a payout for those who agree with them politically. That's a corrupt system, and that's wrong. The American public deserve better, and that's exactly what Republicans will propose. With that, let's take questions. Yes, ma'am.
Are your concerns with Speaker Pelosi's setup of the January 6th commission as a state proposed?
Well, it'll be the same concerns that those who were on the 9/11 commission who led it with Hamilton and Kane. If you listen to their own words, Speaker Pelosi is doing it all wrong. First, it's not bipartisan, 7-4. Secondly, they don't allow subpoena power for the minority and the majority to work together. I mean, I would take those two leaders who I hold in high esteem, a Democrat and a Republican, who carried out a 9/11 commission, who did it in a manner that people trusted coming out. I mean, when I look at the first actions the Speaker has taken with their own general to look at what has went on, and you look at his tweets and others, it seems most of this is politically driven, and it seems like she's setting up a system to fail.
Now the Democrats are set to introduce Joe Biden's American Rescue Plan in the House. But the question is, when will the stimulus bill be approved? And how much support is needed in Congress for the third stimulus checks to be sent out? Now folks, if you want to know when you should expect to receive a third stimulus check, then be sure to stay until the end of the video. Now on Monday, House Democrats officially proposed Joe Biden's American Rescue Plan in Congress. The $1.9 trillion stimulus bill has gained positive approval ratings nationally, but the two parties are still some way apart in their estimations of the size of a bill. One of the key inclusions in the package is a third round of stimulus checks, which will be worth up to $1,400 per person. The stimulus checks are one of the key forms of direct support that Biden's bills offer, along with extended unemployment benefits. Now folks, you have to know that there are hopes that the stimulus checks will begin distribution sometime next month. But the Democrats must secure enough votes in both houses of Congress in order for the bill to be signed into law. The American Rescue Plan will first enter the House of Representatives for debate and discussion before being put up to a vote. The Democrats hold a healthy majority in the House and should have enough votes to see the bill passed. In addition, everybody, the Democrats currently have a 10-seat advantage and require just a simple majority for the package to be passed. And that means you should expect to receive a third stimulus check very soon. Democratic lawmakers are very confident that they will get the bill passed fairly quickly. California Representative Ted Lieu announced on Twitter that he expects the House to pass the American Rescue Plan before the end of this week. Now from there, it will be sent to the Senate, where the upper house will get a chance to debate the bill. In addition, folks, the bill usually requires a 60-vote supermajority to be passed in the Senate, a rule that is designed to encourage a more consensus-based style of governance. However, the Democrats have already initiated a process known as reconciliation, which would allow them to pass the bill with just a simple majority. Now, since the Senate is split 50-50 between the two parties, Vice President Kamala Harris holds a tie-breaking vote for the Democrats. So if all senators vote along party lines, the Democrats will have the narrowest of majorities. Now, during debates in both houses, there is opportunity for amendments. Now, for those of you on unemployment benefits, the American Rescue Plan would enhance unemployment benefits by $400 a week all the way through August 29th. Congressional Republicans, though, are raising alarms over a $400 weekly boost to unemployment benefits proposed by Democrats and Joe Biden. GOP members of the House Budget Committee said Monday that extra jobless benefits offer incentives for workers to stay home rather than find a job. Now, for those of you on Social Security, a $15 minimum wage could boost Social Security benefits by about $5,000 a year. The Democrats are hoping to raise the federal minimum wage to $15 an hour as part of the next relief package. Now, the current federal minimum wage of $7.25 has stayed where it is since 2009. At the same time, workers contribute 6.2% of wages on wages of up to $142,800 in 2021 to Social Security. Employers, in turn, match that 6.2% contribution. Social Security Works an advocacy group for expanding Social Security finds in a new report that a proposed minimum wage could help improve retirement security for those workers.
And that's not from my words. Those are from those who headed up the 9/11 Commission. Mine was very clear, 3 simple things. It has to be equal 50-50, Republican, Democrat appointed. It has to be equal, just like on 9/11, the power of subpoenas of which way we go.
Amy said yesterday that she believes that the 9/11 style commission should investigate the extent to which the president and others pushed this idea that the election was stolen. Do you agree with her on that?
I wouldn't predetermine what to do. I've been very clear about after January 6th that we came out first with the 9/11 Commission, just as Hamilton and Kane has said in a clear way. It's only Speaker Pelosi who's trying to make this thing partisan and others.
House Democrats want to bring back earmarks. I wonder your thoughts on that, and can you get your conference to support it since House Republicans right now don't?
I know the Democrats have said that in the last Congress as well. I haven't seen anything new. Anytime someone would approach that, they'd have to bring new accountability to it. We'd look at it that nature, but until that time, we wouldn't take anything up until we see what they're proposing.
Leader.
Yes?
Equality Act, I just wanted to ask you about. Democrats want it passed. Senate Republicans say that it's only an attack. It's not only an attack on girls and women's sports, but also an attack on churches, opening them up for possible lawsuits of discrimination.
Very clear. I mean, if you look at Biden's appointments to cabinet members, suing nuns.
That is all the news in today's video, folks. I hope everyone found this video useful. If you did, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and click the bell. Until next time, everybody, have a great day and stay safe.